Thank you for subscribing and supporting this channel. More troubles for Nigerians as Tinubu's government announces plan to stop subsidizing electricity. So we're subsidizing fuel, we're subsidizing electricity. Now the first subsidy is partially removed, and now people are crying. You want to remove subsidy on electricity. What is your plan? How many kilowatts are you producing? How are you? What do you think? This one, if they do this, how will Nigerians survive getting light? That is it. Because now, if there's no light, you can't buy fuel. Fuel price is so high now that people are now no more using generators as usual. Okay. Now the electricity that people are depending on, you want to remove subsidy. How will they pay? There's no money, there's no job, there's no business. How will they pay? This Tinubu, I'm sure he wants to grant this country, because this, we say subsidy, subsidy, subsidy. How is the subsidy paid on electricity? I don't understand. Why would there be subsidy on electricity in the first place? And how did they come by this subsidy? Now, wow. The Bola Tinubu-led federal government has announced plans to stop subsidizing electricity. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, disclosed this at a press conference in Abuja on Wednesday, February 14. Adelabu said that Nigeria cannot continue to subsidize electricity, adding that the nation must begin to move towards a cost-effective tariff model. So the minister noted that the country is currently indebted to the tune of 1.3 trillion naira to generating companies, Gencos, and $1.3 billion oil gas companies. Adelabu said only 450 billion naira was budgeted for subsidy this year, but the ministry needs over 2 trillion naira for subsidy. So he said the state government will now be allowed to generate power independently to supply power to their states. It's now you're talking. So if you are saying that, then every state should go and look for how to generate its own power and must not connect it to a national grid. They must generate their own power and sell it to feed their own people. Don't compel states to put their power they're generating into the national grid. That is the one thing we need to know. So wherever the state is connected to the national grid, we must go and modify that place such that you can disconnect from national grid at will. That is what should be done. So he said state government will now be allowed to generate power independently to supply power to their states. On the grid that has collapsed for about 6 times between December 2023 and now, the minister said this was caused by shortage of gas, aging machines in the grid value chain. Okay, so low capacity to evacuate generated power and destruction of power stations in some parts of the northeast geopolitical zone of the country. So he said the transmission company of Nigeria has over 100 abandoned projects due to variations on contract figures as a result of the fluctuations of the forex. Hence, the company will not award any new contract till all such projects are completed. That makes sense? So the minister also said over 50 billion naira has been earmarked in the 2024 budget to build mini grids to supply power to remote areas. He said electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, should sit up, otherwise anyone found wanting will have his license withdrawn. The minister also said he has reached out to the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, to help provide security for power infrastructures. So the problem now is that, they were paying subsidy before now. They are owing the distribution companies, they are also owing the gas companies that are supplying gas to gas turbines for power generation. Can you imagine? So how did we get there? We have a lot of power facilities in the nation. Why can't we finish it? Now you're saying that they have over 100, the distribution company has over 100 projects that has been abandoned because of variations in budget and costing. Okay, in project cost and financing. And until all of those projects are completed, there will be no new contracts. How did we get there? Because we are in a country where People just get money for contract. They will not do the job. They will go and start buying cars and building houses and be celebrating that they have gotten a contract. And nobody asks, you got a contract. Have you finished the contract? Have you commissioned it? Eh? We're also in a country, an environment where people just issue contracts to their relatives, friends, and cronies just for purpose of, reward. Okay, rewarding them for supporting them to win election or to get to power or whatever, or for supporting them at one point or the other like a payback. That is what we do. Not minding whether the project will be done, not minding whether the people you are giving the contract are competent to execute the contract. You don't check all of those things. Now, wow. Nigeria. It's okay. We got a few comments here. And somebody saying, this government will favor me and my family crew. Oh, yeah, we're on a day. Indian warfare. This is a correct one. Indian warfare. From day one, nothing has been enjoyed by this present government. Abi, they have just cut everybody's joy short. I know that God will not let them succeed all through. This is annoying and provocative. Tinubu is a disaster. APC is a cost to Nigeria. Like I have always said since 2015, cost be the day the APC was elected to power in Nigeria. Please, what is subsidized in electricity? Soon the air we breathe will be subsidized. Yes, so that is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. Soon the air we breathe will be subsidized. On its mandate, they stand. Gidigba. Yes, now. See, on its mandate, they stand. On Jagaban's mandate, they stand. Are you sure this government is not doing this intentionally? Because you can't tell me with all the complaints from the people, the government are still bringing up policies to frustrate the people, which is bad. True, there was a country called Nigeria. There was, not no more. That country is no more. Tinubu, may God bless you more. You are open our eyes now that there are some people who don't want Nigeria to have stable light, but now I see that we are going to right direction. Let's state look for light. All these governors now, we see if their nonsense brain is working now or not. Nonsense governors, or the money they allocate for them, they steal them, create unnecessary think that is not going to profit their people. Let's see if they have brain now or not. Many educated illiterate in Nigeria. Now, wow, this guy, he just the right. He don't even know whether the right correct or not. I'm not fit. I know me. I can't even understand what he's saying again. When will Nigeria enjoy government for where? That When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rules, the people mourn and groan. Proverbs 29 verse 2. Now what do they see? So the wicked is in authority, obviously, right from 2015. This is mad government. Somebody say nonsense. Now, wow. So we can do anything on our own. Now, electricity again problem. Everywhere. God help Nigeria. What are you subsidizing? Is Nigeria importing electricity? We don't know. We will not know. Is Daniel Uni. Uni Daniel. I'll see this name. These people think Nigerians are fools. Good. How much does Nigeria generate from the power extended to other neighboring countries? We are indebted to gas companies. What is the minister doing to convert the gas flaring in Nigeria into use? How can we be wasting gas and be depending on companies for gas? All the government officials' quarters in Nigeria, how much are they paying as light bill? Both the electricity and diesel they use are all free at the expense of the Nigerian citizens. If the Minister of Power don't know what to do, let him resign. God bless Nigeria. Exactly. Thank God that the air I breathe is beyond their control. They can only foul it. And if they do, God, who is the father of the poor, will renew it. Hey, Nigeria. It's a very terrible situation. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.